violins, this is Miss Delayu. I'm here today to talk to you and remind you how to play your 2-octave D scale. Remember, the 2-octave D scale is the first scale we did where we had to shift our hand from first position to third position. So the first finger shifts from the first finger tape up to the third finger tape. Whenever I play anything, I'm always going to start by making sure that my body is in good posture. My shoulders are back, my head is nice and tall, even when I have a low ceiling like I do up here in my attic. And I'm going to go up with my violin to Statue of Liberty, spin my scroll, tickle my ear, float down. I'm going to make sure that my scroll is parallel to the floor and I've got it tucked nice and secure underneath my jaw so that my hand is free to move around while I'm shifting without getting stuck anywhere. So once you've got your violin, double check your bow hold for me. Make sure that your pinky is sitting right on top of that stick. We don't want any floppy pinkies or straight pinkies. Pinkies should be on top of the stick. We've got those two bunny teeth hanging off the stick really nice and loose just over the edge of that frog, and then one floppy bunny ear hanging out up here. You should be able to tap all of those fingers, and you should make sure that you have a nice bent thumb. It's a little hard to show you my thumb on the video, but you can see here it's nice and bent. There's a smile in it. I can make my spyglass. I can tap all of my fingers. I can tap 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, just like we do in class. So once you're all set up, I'm going to take you through the D major scale and arpeggio 2 times today. The first time, I'm going to talk you through it and remind you sort of how all the shifting works and where your fingers need to go. And then the second time through, I'm just going to play it straight through so that when you're practicing, you can play along with me and you can use your ears to try and listen and make sure that your sound is matching my sound. So, 2-octave D scale. The last thing is that we're going to do 2 stops when we do this scale, just like we've been doing in class. So remember that means that you're going to start your bow at the frog. You're going to go halfway to the middle, out to the tip, back to the middle, and back to the frog. So if I were to just do that one time on an open D string, here's what a 2-stop bow would sound like. So that I divide my bow really evenly in half and I make sure that I'm using the whole thing. Notice how I get all the way from my frog to my tip every single time. That's what we're looking for to make sure that your muscles are getting really used to using that entire bow. So, 2-stop, 2-octave D scale. Here we go. Here's the scale part. We're going to start on open D, 2-stop bows. Ready, go. And now after you play that C sharp, that chips, you're going to gently move your hand up into third position. Make sure that your thumb is still across from your first finger. Make sure that your bow hold is still good. Your scroll is still up nice and high. Your first finger now is on your third finger tape in third position on the A string. We're going to keep going. Here we go. Stretch your second finger up to the fourth finger tape. Stretch your third finger, big whole step stretch here up to F sharp on the A string. And then 3 and 4 in third position are going to be best friends. Tight half step between 3 and 4 to get to fourth finger G natural. Stay in third position, cross over to the E string. Make sure that your first finger is still on the third finger tape. Stretch your second finger to B natural. Big stretch third finger to C sharp. And then tight half step, fourth finger D. D again. Coming back down, here's C sharp. And B. And A. And now stay in third position. Don't move your hand, but cross over to the A string. Set your 4 fingers down on the A string in third position to keep coming back down. Here's G. Lift to F sharp, tight half step here. Second finger on the fourth finger tape for E. first finger D. And now after we play that D, we're going to slide our whole hand back to first position, set your second finger down for a good C sharp, and you're back home. For the arpeggio, remember in arpeggios we need the first note, the third note, and the fifth note. So we need D, fish, and A. After we play our open A is when we're going to shift our hand into third position so that we can play both octaves of that arpeggio. Here we go, still 2 stops, starting on open D in first position. First finger on the third finger tape. Big stretch to F sharp, third finger here. First finger A on the E string, still in third position. Fourth finger high D on the E string. D again. First finger A. Stay in third position, cross to third finger F sharp. Lift to first finger D. And now as we play that open A, we're going to shift our hand back to first position so that we can play that last F sharp and D. And that's your 2-octave arpeggio. Hopefully that's sounding familiar to you. If you have questions or if there's something that you think I forgot to mention, you can leave it in the comments. You can send me an email. You can write me a note on Google Classroom. I will get to all of those things. But right now, I'm going to play the whole thing through one more time. I'm going to play the scale, and then I'm going to play the arpeggio right afterwards so that when you are practicing at home, you can play along with me. Here we go. 2-octave scale all together. Ready, go. Together, go. Your scale and arpeggio. Good luck, have fun. I can't wait to hear all of your super awesome scales and arpeggios that I know you've been practicing while we've been gone. And if you need me, I will be here.